My name is Gerasimos Christoforatos, and I've got an organization called Aquaponics Systems.
When did you come up with this idea for
Well,
aquabiotics?
I came up in the year 2010, end of the year. I got called in, dragged practically by a buddy of mine who kept trying for the last 2 years to get me to learn aquaponics, and finally I had the time and I went on the journey and took on aquaponics.
Who was it the one thing when you started this that was really your core curiosity, or what was the compelling point that really said, this is it, this is what I want to do?
The sustainability model of it all is what really did it for me. I was seeing problems in our environment. You were seeing the Gulf oil spill, you were seeing Fukushima, you were seeing oil spills in Brazil, Africa, and that to me was kind of this red flag of, wow, you know, what are we doing here? We're contaminating everywhere you look with GMO vegetation and our oceans, our rivers, our streams, and it was disappointing to me. And when I got introduced to aquaponics, I was blown away at the model and how the integration of the plants and the fish and then the bacteria, who's the middle ground for it all, and it just how it all just functions, and it's pretty much just mimicking nature. And through mimicking nature, you're creating a sustainable model to farm both fish and vegetables in a closed, recirculating system.
The one thing that I really did find fascinating when I saw your system was it was a whole ecosystem in a very small space, and we're talking it could fit within 4 cubic feet, and you just literally a box, and that you had a variety of plants, and you had fish in the loop, and that even though there's a lot of water and there's water pumping, you're growing fish and you're growing vegetables.
Yeah, and the system that you saw is a fairly scaled down model. I could definitely add more fish in there, but being that I was traveling here to this beautiful place to give the workshop, fish don't travel easy, so the last thing I want to do is take them into an environment and stress them out. So I try to use as little as possible to try and show as much as possible.
How have people been reacting to this? I mean, I was seeing great intrigue.
Yeah, it's been amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm so humbly, I don't even know what word to use. I've been getting thanks that there's people here, other artists who are doing installations, who came up to me and gave me the thanks on what it was I was creating, because I took something that is a model for a sustainable food source, and I took what I once had, which I still have, which were my art skills. I graduated and I got a degree in fine arts, and I've kind of gone on this creative mental block, and I started doing more permaculture and aquaponics stuff, and I've started implementing my art knowledge into aquaponics and using the art platform to educate people on aquaponics.
Was there somebody in your life that really impressed upon you this direction, or really just was an inspiration?
Yes, there was a gentleman who's in a wheelchair, and he was my age. He was about 33 years old, and he got in a really bad motorcycle accident. His name is Maximilian Myers, and he was living in the middle of the forest, and I met him because I went to go take a gray water and black water filtration into wetlands course, and I helped him build this wetland, and he was one of my most amazing inspirations, and he has been a part of my life now. We became best friends after that one workshop, and he's someone I look up to, and I respect a lot of the work he's doing. And again, he's in a wheelchair, living in the middle of the forest, pushing his way around, tilling through the earth, doing all this hard labor. And I see all these people who've got hands and arms and legs and have all this power, just kind of sitting around not doing much. So to me, that was like, wow, this guy is solid. He's got a lot of information to share, and he just wants to share the information. In the aquaponics world right now, there's been people who have been suing people, and and claiming ownership over the knowledge and the wisdom. And Max is one of those people that believes that this is knowledge and wisdom that should be shared, and because if we share it, then there will be more outcome, more knowledge, more learning that we can all have, because there's so much that so many different people can offer to this realm.
Wow, that's perseverance. Was that really the stimulus that just said I need to be working that hard, or how did that really dig in and promote what you're doing now?
Yeah, I've had a passion. I come from a Greek lineage, and I'm first generation American, born in New York City, and my whole family behind me they're farmers. They're farming the goats, they're farming the cattle, they're farming the fruit trees. That's what they've been for centuries, and I feel like I've got it in my blood. So having grown up in New York City and all this concrete, and then kind of taking it full circle back into nature, and really like working on, again, the word sustainability and the model of sustainability. There's so many ways we can continue to keep pushing that model, because what does that really mean? What does sustainability really mean? And there's still a lot of more work that I think we can all do to work towards that model.
What would you say your seed is? What is the kernel of your endeavors?
Ooh, the seed of my endeavors. I think it all boils down to my passion. If I feel the love and that life in my heart and in my soul, then that gives me the life and the energy and that fire, that spark to follow through and play the role of creator.
Wow. And you're creating a little world of life in your pond. Beautiful. I want to thank you. This is a wonderful interview.
Thank you very much.
Take care.